What's going on, everybody? Swarmy here, coming at you with a quick little redstone tutorial for a simple design I did some quick Google searching for. Couldn't find any other designs like it, but it might also just be my own problem that I'm creating a solution for here that no one else ever has used. But yeah, let's jump into it right now. So in my server, I've got a industrial district that is technically it's 256 by 256, so it's actually 4 of these squares. So one right there, one right there, one right there, and one right there. And this square in my industrial district, one section, one quadrant that's 128 by 128, I wanted to actually use as a mapping area. So this entire area, cover it in carpet, sand, you do pixel art or, whatever you wanted. And totally not going to lie, I was totally inspired by Vintage Beef on the Hermitcraft server, doing album art covers, and I just thought that was an amazing idea. And so I kind of totally wanted to copy his idea, not necessarily his artwork though. I was going to go with some other bands. But anyways, so in thinking that, and then also thinking about how Cubvan and Cleo were doing their Hermit and Herald mapping as well, I thought, going through and clearing that out is going to be pain every single time you do it. Cubvan just uses water buckets, and I thought, well, why run around and place them manually? It might be quicker to do that maybe individually, but if you're going to be changing it a lot, might be faster to actually automate that a little bit. And so I kind of thought about it for a minute, and I was like, well, dispensers and water buckets, that would be pretty dang quick. Just a couple of seconds, you could have an entire thing cleared, or you could split up into quadrants if you didn't want to cause as much lag on your server. And so that's kind of what I did, and I just came up with a short little example here. I didn't obviously cover the whole thing, but I just kind of jump into it and show you real quick. It's pretty self-explanatory. We've got an observer right here that's giving a pulse to a repeater and a repeater, and that pulse is getting sent down the line to a block under the dispenser, which powers that dispenser and then simultaneously powers that redstone line, which goes off to this repeater, and so on and so forth down those lines. And then you'd basically just have this entire pattern repeating all the way down to that wall and repeating all the way down to that wall. But like I said, if you wanted to, and what I was kind of thinking was split this whole square up into 4 different quadrants and put an activation mechanism in each corner. That way I could do one quadrant at a time, because part of the reason I was thinking is that you could actually clear all your carpets out really quickly and pick them up and recycle them before they would despawn. Whereas if you were to run through with shears or a water bucket and manually clear everything out, you'd be doing a lot of backtracking back and forth. Whereas here you could just do a quadrant, run through, pick up all the carpets that are there, following the water streams, which will all group up, and then you'd be done and move on to the next one. So just give you a quick little example here. Let's fill this all back up. Cover that up with carpet, and then run down here to our activation mechanism, and there you go. And literally 2.5 seconds, 3 seconds flat, you've got that whole area completely uncovered in carpet. And you can just now run back in here, pick up your carpets. You may not get all of them. There's some that are up there, so you could obviously put a too high wall on the outside there to prevent that. But just a few more seconds and you've got all your carpets picked up, and you're done. You're ready to recycle and move on to the next quadrant, repeat the same thing, and that's it. So I kind of thought, like I said, this would be a solution to a problem I've made for myself. It might not be something that lots of people need a solution for. Obviously didn't find anything doing a quick Google or YouTube search for it, but kind of just figured I'd share it since I thought it was kind of useful and something that would actually help me. But yeah, so if you like it, leave me a like, comment, subscribe, do all those YouTube things, and hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good one.